Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to next Industry 5.0 keynote speech, and at the same time to 17th keynote speech. It's the Global Recovery Project. My name is Mike Rada. I am human, and I am the founder of Industry 5.0. What is Global Recovery Challenge? The aim of the Global Recovery Challenge is the recovery of society, industry, economy, and ecosystem, and it will be achieved through the transformation of human mindset, resulting in return of humanity, and 17 is based on experience collected by Industry 5.0 since 2013. It is important to understand that Industry 5.0 recognizes 4 types of waste: physical, social, urban, and process waste, and all these wastes can be prevented efficiently. But before we start, let me ask you 2 questions. The first one is who we are, because we carry many titles. We are managers, we are students, officers, teachers, fathers and mothers. We have many titles. But during our life, we forgot one. We are human beings. And we are living not like this man on County Yard of Pilsen Brewery. And if we do understand who we are, we can ask the second question: where do we live? Because we live in beautiful cities like Rublet, like Paris, like Pilsen, like Paris. We live in beautiful cities which we fill with trash. We work in factories which produce in one day more trash than a city in a month. We store our products in big metal houses filled with air, and we call for more because we do not have space to store them. And these products becoming waste. We go home next to the output of our production. And we arrive home, and maybe we realize that something what was called food before, it's called bio-waste today. And we look at the red sky above our head and we ask ourselves, where do we live? I will answer this question to you. We live on this planet. When I was born, it was called blue marble. But in 2019, it was not blue anymore. It was gray and brown and black thanks to environmental damage. And then COVID came and clear up the sky by locking the people and businesses behind the doors. We are living on a planet around which we have been able, within few decades, to create a landfill with 170 million pieces of space debris. Pieces smaller than 10 centimeters, but you have to add another 650,000 of 10 to 30 centimeters of size, and about 80,000 above 30 centimeters. There is a landfill on our orbit. And what we do to our planet? We dig inside. We dig for more, because more become the only criteria of success. More money, more houses, more people, more companies, more cars, more. Ask Elon Musk. Ask Fortune 500. There is more. We live on a planet together with 7.9 billion people. Not knowing that 200 years ago it was just 1 billion. Not knowing that 100 years ago it was just 1.5 billion, which means in the last 100 years, the number of people on our planet increased 5 times, despite of 2 world wars and 2 world pandemics, and more than 650 local war conflicts. And in 2050, it is predicted there should live 11 billion people on the same planet. And just now remember the last image, please. We are living on a planet in 206 countries according to UN 197. We are speaking 7,000 languages, and we ride 1 billion cars. And we let 9 million people dying hungry despite of the fact that 23.6 million tons of food and crop is being wasted every single day on a planet. We let 800,000 people die thirsty, despite the fact that California crude oil industry only consumes 347 million liters of drinking water every single day. And we grow our food to throw it away because the leaves are not green enough. We put our overproduction of food in a landfill, in the rivers, not to spoil the market price. We carry our water in firefighting tanks, not knowing that the same amount of water which is inside is needed to produce just one and simple hamburger. And we do it on a planet where this image is a reality as well, where one sip of water can save not one, but 2 lives. We are working in factories which walls filled with environmental certificate, and behind the walls the same factories creating landfill. Factories are storing their obsolete packaging items on a parking lots of employees, to just waiting it to become waste. We are wasting products which are not perfect for one, but can suit hundreds and thousands of others. We are listening to the words of World Bank, which says till 2050 the waste volumes will increase, despite the fact that almost everything can be reused or repurposed, and only 13.5 is being done so. We are listening to waste industry, which becomes the third most profitable industry in the world, heading towards the second position, just after the war industry. We can use the rope for change a different way. For example, we can put it in a circle where around the people are standing, trying to push or pull in a very chaotic way. Or we can set up 17 goals which we make into more than 100 sub-goals. But we forget to tell the people that if one rope is being separated in small threads, they break frequently. And it doesn't work. Or we can do it in a harmony and use the rope as a rope to pull in one direction in the same time to achieve the change. And this is what Industry 5.0 represents. The 17 Global Recovery Challenge started already on January 1st, 2022. It started because I have realized that COVID needs 17 months to put everything down, and I don't think people and humans are worse than a COVID virus. We can do and we can deliver the recovery in the same time to deliver meaningful life to all. Industry 5.0 principles are being applied since 2013. They prevented more than 1 million metric tons of products to become waste. And they do it in a very systematic way. So we know when the challenge started and we know where it's the end day. It's on May 31st, 2023. The challenge was open to generate 8 billion winners and not a single loser. It's not the wealth of few, but a wasteless world for all, which is the only aim to follow. The change is not a matter of available funding, but a strong will to change. And human personally must change first to become a role model for humans. There are tools of transformation available. Core task management is a different way to work. Instead of multitasking, it delivers immediate results. The power of touch helps you to understand so as help others to understand what the change is. 6R methodology helps to avoid the mistake of the past by building the future on the top of a pyramid. And Garage Academy connects the academic science and the people, which frequently do not understand what the science is talking about. There was 8 years needed for me to write the waste prevention legislation. And here it is. It was introduced in September 1st, 2021. Nothing that can be used or utilized again must become waste. Everything must be considered as a primary pre-waste existing resource and remain in the system. The secondary use or utilization is not limited but to the primary function of a product or material and can be executed by everyone respecting the regulations and safety conditions. Collecting, sorting, trade, and transportation are not being considered anymore secondary utilization, and if not utilized on a primary location, it must be offered to others before being wasted. And ladies and gentlemen, please understand, there is no waste if we do not waste. And waste is the result of wasting. And you may be surprised, not a single legislation in the world defines wasting. So I have done that because it's very important. Wasting is a process in which product or material of any kind and volume become waste. Wasting is a system failure and must be prevented first without any limitation or legal restriction. And please understand, wasting is not a feature of a material or a product, but the result of human behavior. And wasting, one of the most frequent ways of wasting is the single use. Dear ladies and gentlemen, we have made one big mistake. We have built our future on the top of a pyramid, but even the old Egyptians has not been able to create a stable future on the top of their huge pyramids. So I recognized a decade ago and I started to look for a new groundstones, to build new groundstones, and I did. It's called 6R and it helps to deliver the change. How it works? It's not easy. Firstly, you have to recognize that something must not become waste, and trust me, if you wasted the thing or product, it is very hard. But the next step is even harder. You reconsider what to do with it. And trust me, it can take months. But the third point you will love most, or at least I do, because it delivers results. It's realization of what you think about. You may be failed for first or second time or third one, but one day you will succeed. And if you do so, you may change the world. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man, by human. It is the new mindset of people and businesses from wasteful to wasteless. It delivered the results without the need of capital investment, and it's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention, industrial upcycling. It utilized the existing on-the-ground mines and is based on transparency, profit sharing, and efficiency. And please, do not use the name as a buzzword, sales tool, or a product. It is not. It is new global ecosystem. Dear ladies and gentlemen, my name is Michael Rada. I am human, and I am not alone. There are 89 Industry 5.0 ambassadors representing the principles of systematic waste prevention in 89 countries, which represents 85% of global population. I made an image in which I ask, what is your home? Because this is my home. And we have 17 months that this home to prove we are worth it. Dear ladies and gentlemen, I have made my decision in 2013 already and start to build wasteless world. And on May 31st, 2023, we can stand on a wasteless world on blue marble again. The only needed part is the unity of action. Join me. Join us. And let us build wasteless world together. Have a nice day, free of waste and wasting in all its forms, and please stay safe. Bye-bye.